Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and this review has been a long time coming. I always wanted to dive into the Marvel Legends, but because of the poor equipment in my computer, I couldn't do it. So what better way to kick off my Marvel Legends reviews by looking at Marvel Legends X-Men Wave 2016's Rogue. Rogue was always one of my favorite characters in the 1990s X-Men animated series. Went on for like 5 seasons. I loved her character. She had a complex emotional side and backstory, but on the exterior, she was strong. She was a southern girl with that accent. She had great powers. She could fly, steal people's energies, and then she could also, she was super strong. She could punch Juggernaut through walls and awesome stuff like that. Great, great stuff. So we have a lot to talk about today. We're going to look at the mold, the paint, the accessories, the articulation. We're going to measure it, compare it to some other figures, and then we'll be done. So let's get started. Now this Rogue's mold is very, very good based on the Jim Lee Rogue, which is my favorite interpretation of the character, probably since I grew up with it. But the face, lips, nose, eyes, the nice bandana with these flexible pieces here, the banana, and the hair is done perfectly. Just great sculpt on that hair and the ears. Always love when they do a good job like that. Nice. Now for the jacket, it's not really bendable. You can bend it a little bit, but it is a hard plastic. And that acts like a vest. As you can see, the arms attach into it. So it's not one piece. And I guess if you pop the arms off, it can come off. But there is some great detail on that jacket. Turn around, we can see some nice folds. For the arm sections, nicely done. Nice wrinkles. Again, for this side as well. And then it turns into her green suit. And we can see right here it starts, and then it comes down to the forearm. And then for her gloves, it's 2 sections. And let me just demonstrate here. You could pop her fist off and take that piece of glove off, and that will play when we get to the accessories. But when you combine them, it looks like a one glove. So how cool is that? Pretty neat. Then we have her chest section. Neck is sculpted really well. We have her stomach and abs and all that. Done pretty well. Rogue butt. And then down here we have her thighs. Done pretty well. Boots, same as the glove. How it's extra parts. Same thing here. They slide up and are held by friction. And then these little green pieces here. Maybe I'll glue them one day, I don't know. And then we have our feet, and on the bottom we got some peg holes. So very nice mold. Let's check out the paint now. For the paint, I'm going to start off with the face. We have a nice skin tone, red lipsticks, red makeup for her cheeks. I guess that's blush. I don't know. I'm not too keen on female makeup products. Then we have eyebrows. Her eyes are nice. We got some black, white, green. Very cool. Love green. Green's my favorite color. Bandana's painted good. The hair, we got our gray, one of our trademarks. And then it's a nice shade of brown. Very cool. For her jacket, it's that brown color. And then we have a red painted X for the X-Men on both sides. And the rest of her body is basically 2 to 3 colors. We got this nice yellow going down from her neck to her crotch section and her thighs, and then her boots. And then that cool metallic green for her arms, thighs, sides of her waist, and her chest. You can see it on the jacket. And these rims for her boots. Very nice. I do love the paint on here. And one minor thing, she has a brown belt with a red X painted on it. And then we have some numbers right there. But very cool. I like the paint. It's very simplistic, but this is what she was in the show. And also, we have black on her chest here for the X, and then 2 black rectangle pieces going down this way. So very neat. Paint job's very crisp, very clean. I know sometimes I get smears or the eyes are messed up, but well done with this, Hasbro. You did a good job. For articulation, her head can turn a little bit side to side, hindered by this hair in the jacket. And her head can look down just about that much. And up, again, hindered, and it's also how it's constructed. Just a ball joint in there. Now her chest section can turn about that far forward and about that far back. Now, besides her being able to go back and forth, she can tilt a little side to side and also rotate all the way around. The arms can go all the way up like so, and it can rotate, a little hindered by the hair, but the head just moves, so it's okay. And then she can bend at the elbow like this and also rotate all the way around. For her fist, she can bend them in like so, bend them out, and also rotate. For her legs, they can go that far forward and that far back. And besides going back and forth, her legs can split about that wide. So that's pretty cool. Each leg comes with a thigh cut, so the leg can spin all the way around. Double jointed knees, which is always a plus. And then the foot can go all the way that way, that far up. And also ankle pivot, so you could get her in some nice poses. So that does it for the articulation. So let's look at some of the accessories she comes with. For accessories, she comes with one Juggernaut leg, which we will look at Juggernaut in a couple videos. She also comes with one hand ungloved for her absorbent powers. Now, to add that hand to your figure, what you want to do is rip that hand out. Comes out really easy. And then you're going to want to take that naked hand and just peg it in, and you're good to go. When measuring the Marvel Legends X-Men Wave 2016 Rogue, she stands over 6 inches, so she's a nice tall female figure. Awesome. For comparison, I have her next to the Red Hulk Wave Wolverine, probably my favorite Wolverine they made. After Red Hulk, I kind of got out of it though, and then I came back with the Iron Man Wave and so on and so forth. Then we have our Build-A-Figure Onslaught. Great figure. I remember Toy Biz's Onslaught. One of the most craziest looking things ever. But this is the one I wanted, so I'm glad Hasbro finally did it. The head, though, because this was Red Skull, the head came from Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat, which came in the same wave as Rogue, so we'll get to her soon. And then I have Spider-Gwen, which is probably a teenage female body, so you can see the differences between the adult and the female and how the teenage is shorter, obviously. But great work from Hasbro and Marvel Legends making these women figures and female figures. Great job. Toy Biz's and early Hasbro, the women sucked. Like, it was good that they were making them, but they didn't look good. So I'm glad Hasbro is taking the initiative and giving us more and more female figures. Now, I'm hoping they continue the Jim Lee line, give us a new Wolverine. Cyclops is coming. I want Storm, Beast, maybe a Morph. And, come on, Professor X in the wheelchair. Please, from the 90s show. That would really make my collecting complete if I could have the nice X-Men team. But anywho, these figures are awesome, all different scales, and they all go great together. And that does it for my review of the Marvel Legends X-Men Wave 2016's Rogue. Now, I grew up at Rogue, and Hasbro did an amazing job with this figure. Great paint with no defects that I can find. The mold is fantastic. The articulation's great. The accessories, they did what they could. You got to build a figure piece, which we'll get to that Juggernaut in a couple videos. But the hand was a great touch. So that way she could absorb the powers if you're into articulated comic book art, or just posing them. Like, just for the end of this video, I have her on a NECA flight stand, and I have her just punching Onslaught in the face. Just fantastic. So many possibilities for doing articulated work with her. Now, if you're looking for this Rogue, you can still find her as of February 2017. I've seen her in a couple Walmarts and Toys R Us's in my area. Now, I live in New Jersey. For Walmart's here, she's about $19.99. Toys R Us's a little more expensive, in the 21 or 20 mark. And she's worth it, especially if you're a fan of X-Men, or 90s X-Men in general, or Jim Lee's work, because this thing is fantastic. So that does it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. Hit that like button, subscribe for new reviews every Thursday, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.